Indiana becomes the first state to pass the Supreme Court Justice Roe versus Wade reverse, and now they're going to dictate and control. It's kind of ironic, but is it really though? This is the state that Mike Pence represents. So is it really ironic or isn't it? You know, um, how can old white boys dictate a woman's choice? I just will never understand it. I'll never understand it. I'll never get how you can tell a woman what she can and can't do with her body, you know. But we know this is political. We know that this is something that is deeper than just uh, a choice. It's about trying to save a race. Let's just call it what it is, you know. And like, we need, basically, Supreme Court all of them is like, we need more white folks representing this country. Can't have it. And that's why they're pushing agendas left and right. It's all tied together. Be it we don't want to teach the truth about race in schools. We don't want to teach the truth about so many other factors that have gone on here. And you got to preserve it. That's what that's about, you know. Um, but it's like, what are you going to do? You know, and they want to take contraceptives. They want to, they want to push an agenda. It's not one for all and all for one. You know, we know that so-called Christians and so-called this and that were slave owners and ran plantations. And eventually, that's what they're going to try to go back to. That's what their agenda is. If they could dictate what a woman's right is, then they go into other areas that they eventually go into. So when you get some buffoon clown like Clarence Thomas who signs away, he don't understand. Well, guess what? Eventually they're gonna come for him and his wife because she's white, he's black. So all this stuff is tied to all these things. But if you're dumb enough and don't see the big picture, what the agenda is, it's trying to make America white again in full. And that's what they want to do. And then they want to throw a so-called morality, even though there are um, situations occur where it should not come to light. But Indiana, any place is going to try to do stuff. Now, I was impressed that Kansas said no to that. I don't think all states are going to adhere to it because I just believe that fundamentally, you know, places people are going to move to places that have more of a tolerance, which they should. You choose common sense, not some black robe that's trying to dictate, especially if they can't have children. How can they tell you what to do with your body? And when we look at certain circumstances, you have to be a realist about these because it impacts the medical field and so on and so forth. So, but anyway, uh, what does that say about the state of Indiana? Not much. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. And you're going to see people making some stances against some things because there are people who are definitely trying to dictate, and it's going to go more than just this. Stay tuned. I'm out.